Taylor Swift and her fans recently made headlines about a joke made in a TV show. I think the outcry this joke is getting is way too overblown and way too overdramatic. First of all, let me say Taylor Swift has every right to not like the joke. It is about her personal life and her dating life, so she has every right to not like the joke. I understand why she wouldn't like it. Yes, Taylor Swift's dating history has become a punchline in the media, and her dating history is often more highlighted than her male counterparts' dating history, and is often much more a joke in the media. A lot of times people bubble down her artistry to just being about her exes. And obviously there is an undeniable double standard there, but I also think there is a difference when it's translated to movies and TV. So there's this TV show called Ginny and George. The line was delivered by Ginny. What do you care? You go through men faster than Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's fans got Respect Taylor Swift to trend, and then eventually Taylor Swift herself responded saying, "Hey Ginny and Georgia, 2010 called and it wants its lazy, deeply sexist joke back. How about we stop degrading hardworking women by defining this horse shit as funny? Also at Netflix, after Miss Americana, this outfit doesn't look cute on you. Happy Women's History Month, I guess." Now, she has every right to not like that joke. I'm not going to hold it against her because it is about her and her personal life. But it also needs to be said that this is fictional writing that's supposed to portray real events and accurate depictions of what someone that age might say. They are teenagers in this show. Fictional characters are not always going to be good or say the right things. Was this joke rude? Absolutely. But was it also realistic of what someone in real life would say at that age? Absolutely. People in real life aren't always PG or PC, so why would the same happen in fictional characters? Same applies to tons of different characters and tons of different jokes, or even just sayings in general. And a lot of times, it's also worth noting that these shitty jokes are intentional, whether it's to show misogyny, whether it's to show racism, whether it's just to show ignorance. A lot of times these jokes are intentionally placed to show something. And like for instance, the joke about Taylor Swift was used against a character that was a young female woman, obviously to highlight misogyny, not simply to diss Taylor Swift. The actors and writers are getting a ton of backlash for this, and I don't think they deserve it. First of all, the actors are doing their job. They're just being actors, portraying their character, whether their character is good, bad, misogynistic. I don't really think it makes a difference when it comes to the art of TV and movies, especially when it gives more insight about who the character is as a person and their personality traits. And the writers as well, it's just like they are writing a character. It doesn't mean they agree with the character, just like writers write about murders and robbers and so on. But it doesn't mean they agree with those actions. They are simply writing up a character, no matter how good or bad the character is. And the thing is, like, literally every single TV show in history has some type of bad joke. And usually that joke is to portray an action. It's not just baseless jokes. So what are people gonna do? Just trace down every single TV show writer and character and slander them for simply doing a job? And once again, Taylor has every right to not like the joke. But jokes like this not happening in TV shows is sort of not realistic because it is something that people actually say in real life. And if you are trying to evoke the emotion of a real story or real people, then of course something like this is going to pop up. And Taylor Swift herself is a very prolific songwriter who has written from many different perspectives and many different stories, especially on her last few releases. She even has a song about somebody being murdered on her last record. And that doesn't mean she agrees with murder or the character she made up taking on murder. It's just storytelling with realistic themes. So the actors and writers who are getting attacked for this truly don't deserve it. Bad, unfunny joke, yes. Rude, yes. But also realistic that people in real life would say something like this? Absolutely.